Okaeri nasai minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Sentai Daishikkaku episode 3, and this episode cover a little bit of chapter 3's ending and chapter 4 and 5 from the manga itself. Me personally think that this episode is done really well. The pacing, the build up, the ending is a really huge plot twist for all of us that never actually watched the manga before. Okay, like I felt like a lot of us would actually think that he would actually fail his first mission given by Suzukiri itself, but he turns out to be successful. Okay, he actually went in there and did it. Okay, so that is really insane when we actually think about it, that he is able to survive. I'm not sure whether or not he survived, but he actually managed to steal one of the divine artifact from the ranger itself. So that is insane, especially he managed to steal it from the Red Keeper itself. So really fantastic stuff that we actually get to see from Sentai Daishikkaku episode 3. But if we were to compare it to the manga itself, I think they managed to carry out everything that the manga set out to do. They managed to maintain the plot, maintain the story and all the stuff. Obviously, they omitted some stuff from the manga, like some monologue has been cut out from the anime, and there are certain conversations, certain dialogue has been cut out from the anime. But I felt like the way they cut those things out is very like wonderfully done, because it actually helps to create another vibe to the anime, which I really enjoy. Even how they rearrange how like certain thing when they are telling the story in episode 2 and 3, when you compare it to the manga itself, I felt like in the anime everything flow more smoothly in the anime itself. Obviously, there are two major things that has been cut from the manga that I really want to talk about right now. And the first thing that they cut out from the anime, from the manga itself, is there is a scene where we actually saw Hibiki calling the I'm not sure who he actually calls, maybe like the news or something like that. He was trying to whistle blow on the ranger itself. He tried to tell the whole world that, hey, what the rangers are doing are actually evil. Okay, like he's like they are not like they are keeping the villain alive, so that they every week in week out there is gonna be a monster fight. So I think that is a really important scene that we actually get to see from Hibiki. But I believe maybe from the next episode we are gonna see that scene being carried out in episode 4 itself, because I think scene from Hibiki is always gonna be added in because he is one of the main character of the show itself. Okay, so I believe they are gonna add it in. But the second scene that they actually omitted, a big scene from the anime from the manga, is the scene where Suzukiri Yumeko, dressed as a sensei, teaching what is a divine artifact to Santorin D. Okay, I feel like that they rob us, man. Like they really rob us of an opportunity to see such a wonderful lady in an office lady uniform, in a sensei uniform. I felt like anime, give us a little bit of fan service. Okay, so I would really love to see that thing getting animated, but sadly that did not happen. Very sad stuff. I have a weird thing going on with office lady. Those are my fetish. Okay, so yeah, but I just felt really sad when they don't actually do that they did not show that in the anime itself. But it is okay, because the story overall is still very nice. Okay, so with that being said, let us go through a few things that happens in this episode and in the story itself. Let us talk about the story. So the first thing we saw in this episode is obviously Santorin D and Hibiki having a little bit of conversation. We learned that what Hibikis want to do is to create a world where both human and kaijin are able to live together with one another. But obviously obviously Santorin D doesn't support that idea whatsoever, but I would say secretly he is actually happy that he met someone like Hibiki, because before he left Hibiki, he actually said something that it might sound like an insult, but it is actually a compliment. He said, "You are not suitable to be a Ranger itself," because from the perspective of Santorin D, he viewed the Ranger as a villain, as an evil group itself. And when he saw someone like Hibiki, someone so pure, someone so justice, that is willing to give the idea that, hey, let's live together, let's instead of like fighting one another, how about we coexist and all those stuff. So when we actually saw that from Hibiki, like I believe Santorin D is like, maybe he's touched, but he still cannot give up on the idea that he wants to take revenge on the Rangers itself, especially the 5-man Rangers that we saw, the Dragon Keepers itself. Okay, so like I said, it is actually a compliment rather than an insult towards Hibiki. Okay, so the second thing that I really love regarding the story is they explain what is the divine artifact. Okay, what are the uses of the divine artifact itself? And the divine artifact is the real thing that they use for them to henshin itself, and that is the reason why we don't actually see them henshin in front of everyone when it is on a Sunday showdown, something like that, because they are not supposed to bring their divine artifact to the actual fight, to the Sunday showdown itself. So that is really interesting. But after knowing that the divine artifact is what they use to henshin into their Ranger form, it actually gave me a new perspective, a new idea on what the divine artifact could actually be, because I think the secret lies in their name. I think it's quite straightforward, and their name is called Dragon Keepers, and we do actually get to see kind of like a little dragon kaijin at the red best itself, like when D is like walking past, before he turned into the staircase, there is actually a red dragon on the floor, like peeking his eyes onto Santorin D. So it's kind of like telling me maybe there's a possibility that the weapon that they're actually using is actually Dragon's Bone itself. Okay, like it sounds crazy, but hey, this is anime, this is Super Sentai. Anything is possible. Okay, like I look at the latest Super Sentai series right now. We are talking about an alien, a car-looking alien coming to Earth, building some stuff together with our main character itself. Okay, so that is definitely a really insane stuff. But like I said, there's still a lot of questions that we need answer to, like the anime, to the lore, to the story itself. But so far, the action scene never failed to disappoint. They always deliver on the action scene. I really love it, and I felt like the anime, wow, the quality is on another level, man. Like they elevate everything from the manga itself. Everything was drawn into of a more nicer tone, in a sense, which I really enjoy, and that is really rare, where we actually get to see the anime is better looking compared to the manga itself. But with that being said, I would love to end the video here. If you made it this far, means you enjoy the content and you would love to talk about Sentai Daishikkaku more with me. But if you were to comment anything in the comment section below, make sure not to spoil anything. I already mentioned this in my previous 2 videos. I am anime only viewer for Sentai Daishikkaku. I will only read the manga when after I saw the anime. Okay, I will read it up until the anime stop. So I'm gonna stop my manga there as well, just to see what are the difference. So with that being said, if you made it this far into the video, I would like to give you a word to comment in the comment section below, and that is a trust. Okay, what is a trust? THRUST. It is not trusting someone, but it is actually trusting a sword towards something, because I felt like the weapon that Blue actually used, the divine artifact that Blue used, looks kind of like a spear, kind of like a lance, something like that. So it's her trusting motion weapon rather than a katana looking weapon that Red actually used. So I'm really excited to see what are the other design that we actually can see from the Dragon Keeper's divine artifact. Hopefully all of them are actually like sword based weapon. I think that is gonna be amazing. But with that being said, that is all from me. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.